God bless you, my friends. Thank you so much. And as we share tonight here on MGT, I think this gentleman has been with us several times here on the Mission Gospel Train. Just get your pencil and your pad out. He has some great information to tell you. None other from Personal Money Planning, our friend, Brother Gary Silverman. Let's show him some love right tonight, my friend.
Good to be here again.
You know what? When I see you, I always want to say, show me the money. I don't know why I want to say that, but I just want to say, show me the money. Tell me what's going on. We're living in an economy. Seems like everything is down, down, down. Now, can you take me up, up, up?
I can take you up, just not right now. It's remember back in the days where it was 1990 something. During 1990 something, everything was going up. Real estate was going up. I guess the only thing that wasn't really going up much was gasoline. Gasoline was kind of maintaining and stuff. We had bonds were making money, CDs were making money, stocks were making a lot of money. Everything was going up, up, up. Then we hit the uh-ohs. The 2000 uh-oh, and the 01 and the 02. That was the greatest bear market we had seen in years. The second or third greatest that we had seen in the last 100 years. Okay, the only thing that really outdid it was the Great Depression.
Sure.
And so that took away a lot of the excessive up, because we had been going up way too much, way too fast. People were getting a little greedy. You may have noticed people get greedy sometimes. Oh, yeah. And they were getting greedy.
The more you get, the more you want.
They knew it was going to go up forever and never have a hiccup. And as soon as you say everything's the way it's going to be and nothing's going to change and everything's going to be great, somebody often taps us on the shoulder and says, not so fast. And so that's what happened to the 00s, the 01s, and the 02s. It came crashing down because it went up too fast. People got too greedy at the end. Then we had 03, 04, 05, 06, and 07. Up years, all good years. 2003 was a fantastic year. 2007 wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
And what happens is halfway through 2007, we had the problem where we had the excesses again. The excesses had been building. We see it with
excesses in what?
Let me give you an example. When people see real estate going up 5, 10, 15% a year and never ever going down, people begin saying real estate will always go up. If I buy a house now, it will always be worth more in the future. No matter what I do, it will always be worth more in the future. So if I borrow 100%, I know that even with the closing costs and stuff that eats up 6, 7, 10% of the money, I'll still make money. I'll still make, even if I can't afford the house right now, my income is going to keep going up because the economy is good. I'm not going to lose my job. I'm never going to lose my job. I'm going to keep getting the raises every single year. And so they begin buying things that they can't afford right now, but they know they're going to be able to afford it. Even if they can't, I buy a house now, it'll go up 20, 30, 40%. I'll sell it, I'll make a lot of money, and then I'll pay these bills that I'm building up now. So they began spending money they were anticipating they're going to get.
But Gary, when I look at so many people, ran into somebody today, I mean, just trying to do, I'm losing my house. And explain quickly fixed and the variable rates.
Okay, the banks are like people. They're run by people. They get greedy too. Okay, the mortgage companies, they were saying we need to sell more houses. We need to give out more mortgages. We need to find a way to sell these houses to people who really couldn't afford it in the past. And so they said, well, we can give you a lower rate interest, and of course, if interest is lower, it's going to cost you less. But that's not enough for us to make money. So we'll give you enough interest so you can afford the house right now, but it's going to ratchet up. We're going to give you 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but then it's going to ratchet up. And by that time, of course, the house is going to be worth more. We'll just refinance it at the higher rate, but it's going to be more house, and you're going to have money from the house, and you'll be able to afford it. We'll be able to do it for you. You'll have a better job. Your job will keep increasing. Everything was like nirvana. Everything's going to be good. Nothing's ever bad going to happen. It's kind of like, remember the people, the man who was building all the great storage houses for their grain?
Yeah.
And what did God do? He tapped him on the shoulder and said, no, you can't depend on you. You can't depend on the world providing what you want. You got to depend on me. And people began, of course, many people never looked to the Lord.
Sure.
But people began looking away from the Lord, looking at man, looking at mammon, looking at what the world was giving them, the promises the world was giving them, and believing those promises.
Yeah.
Believe me, you can never believe the promises of
the world.
So the banks began coming up with loans. They had loans where if you said, I make $100,000 a year, and they never check it. In fact, they tell you, tell us what income you make, and we're not going to check it. We're not going to look to see whether you actually make that income. But by the way, if you say you make $100,000 a year, we'll let you buy that house that you want. Well, that's awful tempting. Okay? And everybody's got a little breaking point. We see it all the time. Good people, good, sound people. If you tempt them too much, a lot of them fail. A lot of them fall. And there was a lot of temptation out there. The mortgage companies, the banks, the people trying to get them because they want to sell the loans because that's how they make money. They're getting greedy too. And eventually everybody began looking around and saying, hey, houses aren't going up that fast. These people can't afford the houses. The interest rates are going to reset upwards. These people can't afford these houses. What are we going to do? That's when people began backing off and saying, well, we're going to pull our money out of this before the whole pyramid begins crashing down on us. And they began pulling the money out. And now when somebody wanted to refinance the house because they can't afford that artificial rate, that adjustable rate financing, they want to go ahead and refinance the house. Well, the banks now look at them and say, but you don't have a job, or you can't afford a $100,000 house. You can afford maybe an $80,000 house. And by the way, we want a down payment on this. And your neighborhood, by the way, isn't as good as we thought it was. So that $100,000 house that you bought, we only think it's worth $90,000, and we want you to put down $10,000, and people don't have $10,000. People don't have $10,000. There was greed all along. Believe me, the individuals got greedy, the mortgage companies got greedy, the big investment banks got greedy. Everybody got greedy in this. But who does it fall down to? It falls down to the individuals.
And I guess